Good morning, guys. How are you? It's Wednesday, hump day, and we are going to get into our full body workout today. So all you need is a chair and a kettlebell, and we're going to get cracking in a few seconds. Just letting a few people come online. As you come on, give us a shout. I'm just going to mute myself in the background because, yeah, who wants to hear me? So as you come in, guys, give us a comment. Give us a shout. Let us know where you are in the world. And then we'll get going. So just if people coming in now, all you need is a little bit of floor space, your kettlebell or equivalent, and your chair, again, or equivalent. So we're just going to use the chair for one exercise. It's going to be for elevating the rear foot when we do a split squat. You're going to be holding your kettlebell or not. Again, scaling levels are up to you. Good morning. All right, so it's hump day. It's Wednesday. This is the workout that will set your day up right and keep you honest in your decisions and your choices later on today. So make sure you get it in. Make sure you get it done early. If you're watching on record, just give us a little comment afterwards below. Just let us know how you got on. We may not get around to the comments straight away, but we will get around to the comments. So if you have any questions, any problems, throw them in the comment section underneath and we'll be able to get to them. So a couple more seconds and then we'll let go. So get yourself set up with the right equipment, the right space, the right environment, the right tunes, the way you like it. And then we're going to blitz this workout. It's going to be 50 seconds on, 10 seconds off as we work. Okay, all right, so let's get into this. So we're going to go into Russian baby makers. We're going to go into a squat position. We're going to put our fingers under our toes at the front, keeping our fingers under our toes. We're going to raise our hips as high as possible, and then we're going to sit our hips right down, drive the knees out with the elbows, and then raise those hips high again. So we're going to get hamstrings, glutes, lower back. 3 seconds at the top, 3 seconds at the bottom. Keep repping them out. Stretching out those hamstrings and glutes primarily. And then you're going to get into that lower back, and then it creeps up into the shoulder blades as well. Bit of groin in there too, with the knees driving out with the elbows at the bottom of the squat. And at all times, we keep the soles of the feet flat on the floor. So every round we do today, we're going to have a buy-in. The round is going to be 50 seconds long. The buy-in is going to be 5 reps of an exercise, and then the remainder of the 50 seconds is going to be a different exercise. Okay, so from there, walk out into the plank position. We're going to bring that left foot forward beside the left hand. You can drop the right knee to the floor. And then it's a big arm rotation around, a few clicks and cracks going on the back. That's okay. You'll feel that stretch on the hip flexor as well. And then we change after 3 seconds to the other side. So every 3 to 4 seconds, you should be changing the side. Big twist on the body. Get as much of an independent rotation as possible between upper and lower, whilst getting our stretch on our hip flexor. That's the top of the thigh up across the belt line into the lower abs. Really important for the likes of squats. And any plyometric exercises, both of which are involved today. Okay, so from there, the best breakdancer move onto your back. Feet on the floor, heels down, drive those hips up nice and high. Getting the hamstrings on the way up and down. Get those butt cheeks at the top. Let's take one foot off the floor. Drive through that heel. Get those hips as high as you can. And switch sides. And then switch sides again. You're going to get a little hip flexor stretch, quad stretch at the top as you drive your hips skyward. Keep changing every 3 to 4 reps. Try not to swing the leg that's not involved. And then back to 2 feet. That's it. Okay, so I want you to put your arms out crucifix now, legs out nice and straight. We're going to do cross body kicks. So raise one foot up in the air, bring it across the body, back to center and down, and change to the other side. You will get a few clicks and cracks going on the back. That's just the ligaments returning back to their original position. Feel free to put a little pressure on the knee to exaggerate that stretch. But remember, we've got to keep the shoulder blades flat on the floor at all times in order to maintain that ability to twist. Okay, so from there, we're now going to come up, standing, feet hip width, and we're going to go into some lunges. Just get a little bit of movement. Drop that knee all the way to the floor and back up. So while you're working here on the lunges, let's just go through the first 2 exercises. So we're going to do 4 rounds on each exercise. It's going to be 50 seconds worth of work, 10 seconds worth of rest. The first set of exercises we're going to do are rear elevated split squat. So that means foot on chair, drop your knee towards the floor, and come back. After that, after you've done 5 on each side, we're then going to go into single arm row for the remainder of the round. Then we go 10-second breather, and we go for 3 more rounds. All right, guys, so if you're ready, grab your kettlebell, have your chair nearby. In 10 seconds time, we're starting. Let's elevate that rear foot. Have your kettlebell nearby. We're going to drop for 5 reps each side in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Dropping that knee all the way to the floor. After 5, it's a quick change. And then into your single arm row using the chair for the remainder of the round. So with this single arm row, I want you to really focus on using that lat. You're squeezing your abs, you're drawing that bell all the way up from the lat into the armpit, and then you're not letting the gravity snatch the bell away from you. You are lowering that bell down using the lat. Almost home on the first round. And rest. Okay, we got 1 down, 3 to go. 6 seconds, we're going again. Get that foot elevated. 3, 2, 1. Let's drop for 5 each side. As soon as you got those 5 done each side, it's back to your single arm row. We got 30 seconds left on the clock. I'm focusing on right side for the first round, left for the second. Getting a full 30 seconds on that lat is tiring enough. Keeping the chest out, keeping the shoulders back, keeping the heels down. Trying not to swing the torso, trying to keep control over that bell at all times. 3, 2, 1, rest. Halfway there, 2 more rounds. 5 seconds, we're going to elevate that foot again. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Whew. Full range of movement. Get that knee as close to the floor as possible. Scale it if necessary. 30 seconds left. Keep the posture, keep the heels down, keep the knees slightly unlocked, keep the butt pushed out the back. 10 seconds. Abs are tight to stop that torso rotating. And rest. Woo! 1 more, got 1 more in me. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Last round, 5 each side, single arm row, and then the exercises change. Full range of movement. So after this, we're going to go into 5 burpees, chest on floor. And then the remainder of the window is going to be filled with hand release push-ups. We got 12 seconds. It's the push to the pull that we're currently doing. 5 seconds. And rest. Okay, we got 5 burpees coming up in 6 seconds. Get that chest on the floor. Rule number 1, hands down. Let's go. After you've completed your 5 burpees, you've got hand release push-ups for the remainder. There's 32 seconds left on the clock. Focus on using the whole palm of that hand, fingertips, ball of the hand, heel of the hand. Squeeze those abs as you push that floor away. It's a moving plank, think of it that way. And rest. Woo! 4 rounds, that's gonna be a killer. Okay, 5 seconds, we're into our next set of burpees. 5 rep buy-in, let's go. You're gonna be very aware of your chest by the end of these 4 rounds. And every exercise we do, you can always scale it according to your ability. First rule of scaling is remove or reduce the weight that you're using. If that's not a runner, then we introduce a support, whether it's you keeping a knee on the floor for the push-ups or using a wall or a table to support yourself. And the last thing we look at is the range of movement. So with a burpee, you can't make yourself any lighter. There's no support that you can use. So you rest. There's no support you can use. So we reduce the range of movement, i.e. don't drop chest to floor. Round 3, let's go. Three. I don't know where you are in the world, but where I am right now is pretty muggy. And you can feel it. Whew. Oh man. 15 seconds. Rest. Oh man, this last round is going to be a killer. Woo. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So after this round, the burpee is being replaced with the plyometric lunge. That's a jumping lunge, switching the legs with each jump. The hands are going to be behind the head with the fingers interlocked, prisoner style. And then thrusters are going to fill the rest of the 50-second window. Oh man. 18 seconds. Okay, up we get. Interlock our fingers, put our hands behind our head. Jumping lunges, 10 of them, 5 each leg. Let's go. Knee to floor switch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Grab your kettlebell into thrusters. Full squat into an overhead press. 30 seconds on the clock. Keep the knees pushed out at the bottom of that squat. Soles of the feet fully in contact with the floor. I'm already feeling that in the chest and shoulders from the previous 2 exercises. 10 seconds, stay with me. 5 seconds. Rest. Woo. All right, interlock those fingers behind the head. 3. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Full range. Keep the width. Oh. Thrusters straight after the split squat or the plyo squat. It's a big inhale as we drop through the hips. Big exhale as we drive through the soles of the feet. Keeping the abs nice and tight. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. Rest. Woo! Halfway. Here we go. Interlock those fingers behind the head. Let's go. Woo. Use your breathing as a metronome. Where else would you be on hump day? Do their work. Keep yourself honest. 10 seconds. And rest. We got one more to go. Interlock those fingers. That knee should hit the floor 10 times. Let's go. Keep that hip width. 5. So we're going into our last 2 exercises after this. It's going to be bent over row, chainsaw row, where the elbow is going to be on the knee, and then kettlebell swings. So it's going to be 5 chainsaw row each side, and then kettlebell swings. 5 seconds. And rest. Okay, feet wide. Turn toes to one side, elbow on knee, hand on bell. 5 reps, pull to the armpit. Let's go. We're gonna do 5 each side. Use these reps to dial in perfection. Focus on that lat. And then we're gonna fill the remainder with kettlebell swings. Remember, on your swing, driving the floor away, standing bolt upright, abs tight at the top, shoulder blades pinned. 17 seconds. Stay with me, guys. Be aggressive in your energy transfer into the floor. Use the whole sole of that foot. And rest. Woo. Heavy breathing. Okay, 5 seconds, feet wide, toes turned, elbow on knee. Let's go. After 5, change sides. Starting to sweat now. And then it swings to finish the round. Shoulders back. Abs tight. Drive through the soles of the feet. Standing to attention at the top of each swing. Remember your scaling options. Reduce the weight. If that's a no-go or it doesn't work, then we introduce the support. And if that's a no-go or it doesn't work, then we reduce the range of movement. Focus on your technique, posture, movement pattern. Always get the full range of movement. Rest. Woo! 2 down. 2 to go. You are 2 minutes away from your finish line. Spread the feet wide, turn to the side, elbow on knee. Let's go. Whew, change sides. Got this run. Focus on your technique as you get tired. Don't let those shortcuts creep in. So I started with a single arm swing. It's getting a lot tougher now to maintain that posture and technique. So if necessary, I'm going to switch on halfway, or I'm going to bring in my other hand as a support. But that's only if I need it, because I want to tax myself to the best that I can do, and my 100%. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Here we go, last round. Spread the feet, turn to the side, elbow on knee. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Woo. 30 seconds to the finish line. Stay with me. Focus on your technique. If anything, it should be better than when you started this, because you're now warmed up. You got your eye in, per se. 15 seconds to go. Squeeze those abs. They're the first thing that goes. Then it's the shoulder blades. Keep an eye on them. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Woo! Well done, guys. Take a breather, well earned. So if you want to complement that, I would suggest getting into a core session, or if the weather's good where you are, get out and get some steady state cardio in 20 minutes to half an hour. Keep the heart rate elevated and capitalize on the spike that we've just given it throughout the last 15, well, it's actually 16 minutes if we're counting, but what's 1 minute between friends, hey? Okay, so if you're still with me, we're going to get into a cool down. So I want you to go into a passive hang. So we're going to go as wide as we can with the feet. Soften those knees. Put the weight on the heels. Stick your butt out the back. Drop the backs of those hands to the floor, ragdoll style. In through nose. Control the exhale. Out the mouth. Let the shoulder blades open out. Let the arms just dangle from the shoulder sockets. And if your breathing is correct and you're focusing on your stretch, your heart rate should come back down, and therefore your breathing should come into line again. So we are trying to release everything on the back of the body, from the heels all the way up into the back of the knee, from the back of the knee to the hips, hips into the shoulder blades into shoulder sockets, and shoulder sockets all the way to fingertips. Okay, so from here we're now going to go into a hip flexor stretch. Drop one knee to the floor, other foot in front like a lunge. 2 hands or elbows on that knee in front, tip the knee forward, maintain full contact with the sole of that foot. Don't let the heel come up. If the heel creeps up off the floor, just move your foot a couple of centimeters further forward and then relax the upper body into it. The more you relax the upper body, the heavier it becomes, and the more you're going to put an emphasis on the stretch on that hip flexor. You're also going to feel it on the hamstring and the butt on the leg that's in front. That's your secondary. Primary focus, however, is that knee that's on the floor and the hip flexor, basically across the top of the thigh up into the lower abs, belt line territory. Relax, relax, relax. Never push into the stretch. Drape yourself. Fall into the stretch. Ragdoll. Okay, let's switch sides. Other foot in front, shoulders back. Relax forward into that stretch. We're tipping the knee forward like a throttle. That just exaggerates that hip flexor. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Fall into that stretch. Good. A few more seconds. Don't forget your mobility work, guys. Loosey hips. Okay, back to center, standing up, guys. Take a big breath in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Let us know how you got on with a little comment. Subscribe to us if you're watching this on record. And the next time you will see us live is in 3 days. So keep an eye on our YouTube channel, keep an eye on our website. And if you have any problems, any questions in the meantime, stick a comment below or get us on any of our social media via DM. Till then, guys, have a great hump day. See you later.